Hi, this is Kyle Anderson here at EW Pop Fest. I'm here with my Superhero Insider co-host, Natalie Abrams. More importantly, though, sorry, Natalie, we're joined by the stars of the CW Arrowverse series, Grant Gustin, Stephen Amell back there, Melissa Benoist, Katie Lotz on the couch with me, and, of course, Greg Berlanti, the big brain, back there. Guys, welcome to EW Pop Fest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How's everybody doing?
Really great.
Pretty great.
Great.
We're not tired at all.
All right. I do hope you had more enthusiasm while shooting the big crossover, because it seems like you'd have to, and I would assume that everybody gets along, or at least they were forced to get along over the course of making that big event.
We actually really do get along.
Yeah, I think genuinely
It's the best part
I
of
like
it.
everyone.
Except for that
For the
guy.
most part.
Grant says nay. Grant votes nay.
It really shows on screen. You'll see. I've watched it. You guys haven't watched it yet, but you all seem like you like each other on screen.
Yeah.
So it really is.
Such
it really
good
shows.
actors.
And you see the dailies too.
I do. I see
And
the dailies also.
Yeah. The
Okay,
reason
you
that
guys,
the
there's
days
a lot
take-
of camaraderie,
Yeah.
and there's a real sense of family and stuff amongst the on the when you watch it.
But as actors, you get along. How about your characters? How do they get along during the crossover?
Mostly get along, but there's some headbutting, like who's the leader, who's going to lead in this situation. You know, it's a bunch of superheroes, so.
I think
So
Sarah is kind of intimidated by Supergirl. Because she's like so used to being like the bad chick, and then this girl like comes in and like can levitate, and she's like,
And
Alright,
Oliver's
I
a bit
see you.
standoffish with Supergirl, which probably means that he's smitten.
And Supergirl just wants to be a part of the club. She just wants to fit in.
Now, during the crossover, we're also hitting the 100th episode. Congratulations. Looking back on those 100, what's been your favorite moment?
The pilot, always the pilot. The pilot, and getting it done, and having David Nutter turn to me during a random scene that actually got cut from the pilot, and he turned to me. He was like, "Undeniable, this is going to series," and that whole experience was really cool. I'm sure that Grant had a similar experience during the Flash pilot, but you never know what you're gonna do when you put on the suit for the first time, and then you put it on and see what happens, and so always the pilot.
Is it true for everybody else? Is it sort of your entry point into these characters? Has that been a real highlight?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you really do get to know what you're capable of when you put that suit on, and it tests your limits and in really amazing ways. And I think the pilot is the way of getting to know that side of yourself.
It does take time to get used to that suit, though, so it's hard. Like, I feel so much more comfortable in my suit now, thinking back to the pilot, trying to be like, oh, I'm a superhero. But now you're just like, it's fun, you're loose, you're comfortable, so yeah.
How
Katie, you
hard
seem
is
like
it
you
to
have the
put
most
those on,
comfortable
though?
I have the most. Oh, you're being
seemed like-
sarcastic.
No.
Oh no, you're being serious.
Or you seem most comfortable in your suit, I will say. But is it very difficult to get into that?
Yeah. I mean, it's a corset.
Yeah.
So it's very like and leather, and it's just it's yeah, but it looks great. That's what matters.
So who now dresses the fastest?
I'm pretty
It would
quick.
not be me. You're
I'm
pretty
real
quick.
quick.
Probably you're probably the fastest.
That
I have
would
to
make
be dressed. I can't even dress myself. What? You dress yourself?
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't dress myself. I
You
have
really?
to, I
Kind of
have to
stay
have help.
dressed, though. Like, you don't.
I
Like,
can't get out of it.
Yeah,
Once
you're
I'm
stuck
in there,
in
I'm
it,
in
yeah.
it for hours and hours and hours.
If I didn't
wow.
have to lace my boots, I'd be pretty quick. The season 1 costume was fast, but yeah.
Greg, how long does it take you to get dressed?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. I
That's
literally hopped
impressive.
in the shower 10 minutes before I had to leave to come here.
So, Greg, I have to ask, we're going to finally get the Supergirl Flash musical crossover this year. Has that been, considering how many people are singers on these casts, has that
Yes.
been kind of a long time coming?
It is for me, just in the fact that so many of them are talented in that way, and it's kind of a dream and a fusion of things that I just personally love. Our brains are all just starting to think about it now because the last crossover was so consuming. I mean, it really is, even though it sort of starts in a mini way, the initial one in the fall that's coming up and on Supergirl, it still was like doing a 3-hour film while they're also all simultaneously doing all of we're still shooting scenes from it actually, or were yesterday, I think. Yeah. So it's so all all encompassing, and so now we're just starting to pivot to the ones later in the year.
Well, Supergirl, The Flash, Arrow, and DC's Legends of Tomorrow all are on the CW. Just turn on CW and never change it is basically my advice for most people. Thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out at EW Pop Fest.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah. And stay tuned for more.